Welcome back to the Corona Open J-Bay. We're into the last heat of the day. Heat 3 of the seeding round for the women with the current world number 1, the Jeep ratings leader out there in yellow, Sally Fitzgibbons, back on top of the ratings coming into stop number 6. She's up against Nikki Van Dijk and Bianca Buitendag, who used an opportunity in this event last year to really good effect, getting herself right through to the semi-finals. She is certainly going to love the opportunity to compete once again in front of the hometown crowd.
So it's the winning part at the top end when the pressure's on, where Sally's kind of just fallen short, you know, in those event wins and in those world title campaigns. Nikki Van Dijk in a small short one there.
And Nikki Van Dijk, she's looking to really elevate her position on the leaderboard at the moment. Oh, and it's Sally Fitzgibbons getting her first ride here. Beautiful conditions this afternoon, nice smooth face to work with. This wave broken up into a few different sections though. Sal doing well at the moment to stay out in front of it. Good finish there on the inside. Some separation between the face of the wave. So you can drive up and do turns like this. This is Sally Fitzgibbons on the replay.
Nice floater there. It was the first snap into that second floater and then a closeout turn. Definitely 3 nice big turns on the green face. Drives off the bottom. You see that front end of the board completely buried. Didn't stay in the water very long, came out straight away, no loss of speed or control into that floater, and then here the final turn. A little bit sticky out of the top. Did look a little bit kind of, wasn't as fluid as it could have been. We see Bianca.
Beautiful snap there from Bianca to get started. Up into the pocket again. And there is a solid finish as well.
Interesting to watch this one. Smaller at the start, Ronnie, but then it started to grow. Backhand hit into the lip. What happens here? Comes around that section into another one. Just taps it, places it there because the lip was falling down into the third one. Going to be a really interesting contrast.
It's fun to have a look at it though.
Yeah, it's good to have a look at it. I mean, as a competitor, you don't pay attention to that. It's all too far off. You just concentrate on what you're doing.
Well, Bianca at the moment, she can compete quite freely because she's not competing for our world title at this stage. She just wants to get an event win, move through some heats and do some good surfing, and she's doing it here at the moment in this seeding round. Second ride looking pretty good. That'll couple up nicely with the 5.5 opener. Everyone's enjoyed the cheers when they've let go of some good turns, but the South Africans in particular have made I think plenty of noise for their surfers.
Yeah, little hometown love. Second turn was a bit flat. That one was a little flat too, didn't quite get there. Floats out of the lip. This turn straight up, bang, that was a beautiful turn, best turn of the wave. It was the sort of wave that you could go and try and create something out of nothing, and she did do that.
Nikki Van Dijk up at the moment now, 17 and a half minutes to go. And the Australian hooking into the pocket, loading up for something big down the line, has plenty of speed. Nice clean swoop off the top, manages to get a board back up into the lip once again. Pretty comparable to some of the other waves that we've seen ridden here.
Building some flow, building some rhythm, getting it completed. She did do that. Be interesting to see where the scores come in. It'd be great to watch this replay. Little pumps, couple of little high line drives to build the speed, then settles it down, drops out in front, goes to lip, snaps out of the top. Another little lip hit there, and this one runs off for a second, driving and goes. She needs to do something, gets it up and down again into the face and a nice closeout turn. You can see it dropped out there. Look at the style here as she just lets that high line run, lets the board build its speed, drops down and then just drives off the bottom. Lovely bottom turn, snaps out of the top. I feel like that work out of the top could have had a little more punctuation in it perhaps, a little more punch. That one was a little better, nice high line there to keep the speed, showing great understanding of where the power is and the speed is in this wave. A little cut, like a cut down into the last re-entry, good control, and finishes that one up. That'll get the confidence going.
We've touched on it a couple of times today. You know, you race this wave and, you know, especially in the opening stage, it felt like she was rushing, maybe because she had to, but when the wave slowed up, she picked her moves really wisely. Up again on the inside here, just over 15 minutes to go. Nikki Van Dijk putting a bit more into that final manoeuvre.
And even into the first manoeuvre, that had a little more zing in it, a little more snap and aggression, and that's what the judges want to see.
Well, let's have a look at Nikki's wave again. She's going to get something in the 5-point ride for her 5-point area for her previous ride, but this one was just the 2 turns before it shut down. Nice 5-point ride. Beautiful. 2 turns, 5 points. 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 Beau definitely going to get rid of the throwaway. She won't need much. It was a 5.1. She needs a 2.7 to climb up in the second spot. Has plenty of speed as she drives down the line. Tail drops off the lip with that floater. And then cuts a deep gouge into the face.
Been a great finish. Here's the replay of South. There's urgency. You can see her pumping and driving, throwing the arms around, looking for something. Gets the floater, little free fall drop out of it. This carve draws and drives the rail through. Lovely turn there from South.
Nice little two-turn combo. Should be enough to see her into second place at least. And now the wild card's up. 25-year-old Bianca Buitendag out in front, trying to get rid of a 4.33 here. A little hung up there. And she's going to get out of this one.
Yeah, that little bit of time spent in the lip where she got hung up meant she didn't get the last turn. Flaring little speed turn out of the top. Another one of those turns comes around this section. Gets a snap. And this section's the opportunity. And she hits it nice and high. But there's that moment she gets stuck. And really another turn. I just think it was the best turn, and obviously the judges appreciated that. Nikki Van Dijk, Ronnie.
Well, let's see what Nikki can do. She's back in third spot now. Used the priority on this one. Needs a 4.74. Great variety so far. Still hammering away at this one. The wave's starting to cup out. Nikki's out of there.
Best surfing you can. And here, this wave, you can see there's a little more energy and a little more urgency. See that snap? That was what she needed to do on those earlier rides. This exact style of surfing. This is definitely the best she's looked in this heat. And for what that wave had on offer, she really maximised every scoring opportunity that existed.
Well, Bianca surrendering because Sally Fitzgibbons had priority there, so she kicked out. And Sal's not going to get anything out of this ride.
There's some information there for the ladies in the water as well.
I want to see big committed turns. That's what they're after. I really felt that Nikki's weight. Bianca is the competitor now, back in third, chasing that top two spot in order to qualify for the third round. Nikki Van Dijk is going to progress through in second spot, and the current Jeep ratings leader. Solid here with a good performance and a two-wave total of 12.6 for the victory.